Now, the interesting thing happens is when we do an exercise like this and we actually go into an internal state, you'll notice that the senses started firing up because every single experience that we have, every memory that we have, the way it's coded in our brain, just some very basic neuroscience, is that there's effectively the five senses. Now, for most people, taste and smell is usually not part of the experience, but it can be if it's relevant. But we can simplify it to the pictures that we see, the sounds that we hear, and the feelings that we feel. So visual, auditory, kinesthetic. We can make this really useful because if we change this structure, this is kind of like the Lego blocks of memory. If we begin to play around with this structure, I can actually help an individual change their experience of memory and how they're feeling in the moment right now. Can I get a volunteer to come up? Great. How you doing?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. For the camera, state your name.
I'm Katie.
And your credit card number?
And I'm wonderful.
Yeah. All right, Katie. Which color do you, out of these, do you like? It represents a really awesome state. Pink? Go ahead, take it.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. Do you know what that is?
Circle.
It's a circle, yes. Yeah, IKEA actually sells that as placemats. It's actually a magical teleportation device.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like for $2, it's a steal for what they're charging. All right, here's what we're going to do. I want you to go ahead and close your eyes now. I want you to imagine and make it real. Don't just make it up figuratively. Actually think of a time in which you felt just filled with joy and love. And you let me know what year it is, this particular experience. It's very important to get an actual experience from history. You let me know with the nod when you know.
Okay.
What year is it?
It's 1980.
Yeah, beautiful, absolutely. It doesn't really matter what year it is. The only reason I ask is because I want to make sure she's actually picked something rather than some sort of concept, right? All right. And you know exactly what's happening here, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Now, I want you to imagine that standing in front of you on that pink dot is that younger you, 1980, and whatever that experience is. Go ahead and really, with your eyes closed, but take a look at her, really get a sense of her. And notice what she's wearing. Notice the expression on her face. Notice the sounds that she hears. Get a strong sense, really connect with her deeply. And I invite you to breathe just like she's breathing. That's right. Yeah, there you go. And when you can begin to almost feel like you're her, I want you to go ahead and take a step forward, stepping literally on that dot, moving through space as if through time, into that experience as if it's happening right now. Go ahead. And notice what the world looks like through these eyes of love and joy. Notice the pictures and the colors all around you. Notice the sounds and what you hear. Notice these feelings. What's a word that describes this feeling?
Super happy.
Super happy, I love it. On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being not at all, 10 being the most, as you see the pictures, hear the sounds.
Yes.
10, that's great. You want to see something really, really cool? Great. Take this feeling, take a deep breath in. Go ahead. You can actually allow it to go even higher. Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
Close your eyes again. Again. Notice what happens if you were to make whatever it is that you're seeing and turn it black and white. Turn the sounds off completely. Push it far, far, far away from you, like you're looking at binoculars, but like the wrong way, so everything is like super small. What does that do to the feeling now, 0 to 10?
Goes away. Sad.
Give me a number.
It's a 2.
Like a 2, yeah. Well, that's not good. This is like joy. This is super happy. You want to bring it back, right? So go ahead and bring it right back, full color, 3D. Breathe it in. All the way back. There you go. I want you to take this experience, take this feeling of super happiness, install it deeply within your unconscious mind now, and carry it with you in the days and weeks and months to come, always having the ability to access this. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, enjoying this experience, only then open your eyes, coming back to the room, but take as much time as you need. Beautiful. A hand of applause. You guys ready to do this? Okay, let me break it down for you, the steps and everything. So here's the interesting thing. When we access memory, what we're really doing is we're using the part of our brain, you might have heard the term mirror neurons, right? It's a part of our brain that's actually very useful in how we learn how to do everything. But that part of the brain, it cannot tell the difference between actually doing something and seeing something happen. Okay? At the same time, it doesn't have to be something we're watching necessarily on TV, but it can be an image or a movie or an experience that we're playing in our own mind. The amazing thing is the feelings we always get right now. Time does not exist. So it can be a future event as well or a past event. It doesn't really matter. But we get the benefit of that emotion now. And that's the methodology. Effectively, you get them to pick a time, see the pictures, hear the sounds, feel the feelings. And what ends up happening, this is the first exercise that each and every one of you guys are going to do now, is whatever it is, whatever their experience is, and we don't really need to know details, like I didn't need to know details, but try, once they're in it, try to make the picture bigger and smaller. Make it black and white, make it colorful. Bring it closer and further. As far as the sounds go, make it louder, quieter, fuzzy, noisy, add in a different soundtrack. The stuff is very, very powerful, and play with it, partner up, play with it, and notice the experiences that you get. And generally what happens is whatever that emotion is, by making it louder, by making it more vibrant, making it more colorful, raising the brightness, you're going to increase the intensity of that emotion. And by pushing it farther away, by taking away the color, by turning off the volume, you're going to lower the intensity of the emotion. And the emotion doesn't matter. So obviously, if it's a emotion such as super happy for you, you want that nice and bright and loud and focused on that, right? But if someone comes up to you and says, I can't do this. I just feel devastated. I feel like I'm no good. Well, go ahead and step into that. Let's push that far, far away. Let's turn the pictures to black and white. Let's put it behind you. Let's turn the sounds off. This stuff is very simple, as you guys are going to see, and very, very powerful. So if there's no questions, but I'll walk around, this is the first exercise. Go ahead. Just the person sitting next to you, just get them to pick a happy state. Close their eyes. Think of it. See the pictures, hear the sounds, feel the feelings, and play around with these things. Go ahead. Just get right into it. Absolutely, right? And we brought it back, right? Yeah, and isn't that beautiful? The more you think of, that experience now of giving birth, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And if that feeling had a color, what would it be, first impression? Red. Go ahead and take a deep breath of that red in. And as you exhale, everything that's not red, just let it out. And know, Anna, that you're doing this. This is inside you. And you have the ability and the power to always access this love. See, the truth is, and when your unconscious has processed this and installed this for you, only then you'll open your eyes as I talk to the rest of the room. The truth is that motivation, drive, passion, these are not things that we need from externally. We can actually generate it from the inside. And that's when it's sustainable. So the next exercise that you're going to now practice with each other, and I'll give you a little bit more time to actually play with this and actually some steps too. right, is you're all going to come up. I have piles of dots, right? Just pick one per pair. Hopefully I have enough. And effectively, what you're going to do, as you already, saw me lead her through, is you're going to pick a time in your life that is absolutely amazing. Whether it's happiness, joy, excitement, whatever it is, right? Or perhaps, first impression, or perhaps a time in the future when you guys are doing exactly what you're set out to do. You're going to notice them, get a sense of their body, breathe like them, and when you're ready, you're literally going to step into that experience as if it's happening right now. See the pictures, hear the sounds, feel the feelings, and just breathe it in and just stay here for a few minutes. And the person who's the coach is going to walk them through these steps. Right? So you guys are going to each walk each other through and lead each other through this process. And effectively, this is what I do to help people that have like clinical diagnosed depression, to understand that they actually have the ability to find happiness no matter what's happening. Right? Sounds good? You want to shift into confidence, shift into love, shift into gratitude. Stand up, take a deep breath, think of a specific memory in which you were doing that, emotion, ability, or skill. Imagine a column in front of you. I've got these dots, so imagine right in front of you that there's that version of you doing it now, the perfect model. Adjust your body to match his or her body. Step into that column, right into the shoes of you doing it now. See the pictures, hear the sounds, feel the feelings as if it's happening now, and if appropriate, smell the smells. Take a deep breath in and make everything brighter, louder, increase the feeling. You know how to do this already. You've already played with this. And set an intention to carry that forward the whole day. So the coach is effectively leading you guys through. Any questions about this? We're good? Do it, get it. Knowledge is only rumor until it's in the muscle. Right?